Hi, Alan Pym from APOS here, and joined by Alan Golding of APOS. And today we're talking about data connectivity from Analytics Cloud to SAP Ariba, and some of the challenges and options that exist there. First of all, we need to understand the different connectivity modes from Analytics Cloud. So the import connection mode is one where data is moved from its source environment and replicated into the Analytics Cloud environment. That process happens, and then separately from that, the Analytics Cloud user makes connection to Analytics Cloud and interacts with that platform and the data that's now local to that. So it's quite separate from the data movement mode. When we look at the live mode, this puts the Analytics Cloud user right in the midst of the data processing, and this is where, from that user's browser, query requests and query results are being communicated back and forth with the source data environment, whether that's HANA or whether that's BW. And if it's non-SAP data, this is where the live data gateway fits in. So those are the core modes that exist. But as we start to look at Analytics Cloud, let's think about what the differences are there. So, Alan, when we look at the import mode connecting to SAP Ariba, that brings a few challenges. Can you speak to those, please?
Yeah, so as you already discussed with import connectivity, data is physically being moved outside of Ariba and stored in the SAP Analytics Cloud HANA database. With that comes restrictions and limitations. So there are size limits in terms of the amount of data that you'll get to upload, also with data latency in terms of upload restrictions and the API restrictions that come with the Ariba API also.
Right. Okay. So if we think then about the live mode and having a direct connection from that Analytics Cloud user to the SAP Ariba environment, and we now have the API in place that we need to communicate through, what are some of the challenges that happen there?
Yeah, so it's something we often hear is customers would like to have a live connection from SAP Ariba to SAP Analytics Cloud, but there's simply no option for them to do that today.
Okay. So with that in mind, that's where the APOS Live Data Gateway, we've made pursuits to make that kind of a direct live connection happen. But of course, there are challenges with that approach as well.
Yeah, certainly. So in terms of connectivity to the API with Ariba, there are limitations in the volume of queries that it can handle. SAP Analytics Cloud, as we know, produces a lot of queries on the fly, especially when users are building models and creating stories. So there's a lot of performance impacts with that with the SAP Ariba API.
Okay. So in order to accommodate that, that's where we've resulted in the APOS Live Data Gateway Ariba edition. And this is a little different approach where not only is it different from the import mode and different from the standard live mode, this is introducing a third concept called live mode with caching. If you could speak to describing exactly what that is and some of its benefits.
Yeah, so essentially what we have here is an extraction engine that extracts data from SAP Ariba, stores it in a repository where APOS Live Data Gateway provides a live connection to. Now, this helps performance. It makes it very easy for end users to use, build their models, and build the stories in SAC.
All right, very good. So in an upcoming session, we'll be talking in more detail about exactly what that is and how that works. But for now, thanks for that overview, and we'll come back to another session soon.